Mr. Duran. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. It's Mr. Duran. He's the one and only godfather. It's Mr. Duran. People like him want to be him. He's Mr. Duran. Mr. Duran. He is a man. El Señor Duran. Es un galán. Chinguitos. Hay que watch your tacho. Take it away, El monte sí, mi gente. Mr. Duran. He's LA. He is a man. Más claro no canta un gallo. Mr. Duran. Chinguitos.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those in between, welcome to the Mr. Duran Show. Thee. I spelled it right. Simón, que sí, mi gente. Oh! You know what? We had so much fun. A couple of months ago, we brought the lovely, the beautiful Sabrina Largos last time. So we asked her to come back with us. Sabrina, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, Richard. Hi.
Oh, man. Hi, mijita, man. We had so much fun last time.
Oh, my
they
gosh,
said, let's do it
Richard.
again. We're doing it again. Huh?
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here with you today.
What have you been up to, sweetie?
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I'm still singing. I'm still singing with Custom Made. Custom Made. You can find us on custommadeshowband.com. And I'm also doing Custom Brides and Quince Girls. We're doing
Really?
expos.
What is that?
Well, Custom Brides and Quince Girls is a company that Bryant put together, the one who owns Custom Made, and we do wedding and quinceañera expos. So now I'm performing at those as well. So if you have an upcoming wedding or quinceañera, please look us up, Custom Brides and Quince Girls.
And Quince girls.
Yes, sir.
How about 16 girls? No.
If you can make it to 15 without having a baby, you can have a quinceañera.
But that is unique. That is really cool.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And out there, you play with another rock and roll band. You're telling me, right?
I'm with a band called Unspoken. It's a funk rock band.
Funk rock.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of funk and rock. And I'm also with a band called Full Blast. We're like an MTV 80s rock band. So that's a lot of fun.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
so-
You're really staying busy, girl.
We are. We're staying really busy, and I'm just really honored and privileged to be here today. I know you have some amazing talent coming up.
Sweetie.
I know these guys. I've known them for a long time.
Well, you know, sweetheart, let me tell you something. This band here, I have always counted on them. LA Times did an article on the Mr. Duran Show about 6-7 years ago. They were there with me. Everything I'm involved in, fundraisers and all that, I call them up, and they're there for me. They are really like relatives to me.
Oh, I
love
know.
them so much.
Me too.
So what do you say? Should we get the show on the road?
Let's do
sweetheart?
it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for LRS Exposure!
if not my favorite. They're one of my favorites, but probably my favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
Of all the local towns that I've seen,
Sweetheart, I have a
love
question
them.
for you.
I love them. What's that?
What does it take to win your love? What does it take? Come on.
A big ice cream cone, actually. Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot, baby.
No.
No mucho?
No.
Muy poquito?
Muy poquito.
How about mucha feria?
Well, that's always nice.
Yeah. Yo, sweetie. You know, a few months back, we did my first rockabilly show.
Right.
You know, at a place called Cuban Pete's, okay, in Lakewood, California. And we hired this Big Sandy and the Fly-Rite boys.
I know,
okay?
right.
Big Sandy, he tours all over the world, you know, and he's a personal friend of Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
And so it was just really neat talking to him. We were able to do an interview with him. We wanted to bring him here in studio, but like I said, he's all over, you know, touring all the time.
Right.
So we have a two-parter interview that we're going to show. Okay. So right now, let's do segment number 1.
Okay.
So we'll be right back. We're going to leave you with Big Sandy. Show! Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished a gig here at Cuban Pete's with Big Sandy and the Fly-Rite boys. How's it going, Big Sandy?
I'm doing great. I had so much fun here tonight. Thanks for having us. And any of you watching, if you came out here tonight, thank you. We really appreciate it.
Oh, Big Sandy, you know what? It was awesome, man. Big Sandy, you know what? Take us a little bit and rewind. Tell us about Big Sandy and the Fly-Rite boys. Tell us how you got started, what motivated you. You know, let's just go back and rewind.
The roots.
The roots, if you will. Huh?
Well, you know, I've always been into music from another time, from another era. You know, like mainly started out like being into all kinds of 50s music, and it's grown a little bit since then, like some 60s and some earlier like 40s stuff as well. But I credit that to my parents. You know, they I grew up in a household full of music lovers, you know, and they had tons of records, old 45s, and I spent a lot of my free time just listening to these old records and just daydreaming about maybe someday I could be a singer. And
but who inspired you back then as a little child?
Early on, doo-wop was, I think, my first love. A lot of the, especially the stuff that came out of L.A. You know, like it was like, you know, the Penguins and you know, Vernon McGreen and the Medallions, and but also I grew to like a lot of country music and a lot of Elvis Presley. Actually, Elvis was like an early one that inspired me. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, I remember thinking, like, what did he listen to? I saw an old picture of Elvis, like as a young kid with a stack of records in his hand, and I wondered, you know, what did he listen to? So I kind of started going on my own like journey of trying to find where the music came from, rock and roll, and that led me back a little farther to some of the jazz and rhythm and blues roots and country. But I guess that's how it started for me, and it kind of led in a few different directions. And then as a teenager, then, you know, started playing a little guitar, and I met some other guys who were in a band. And
so you put your first band together?
Well, I guess it was in '84. It was a band that was already together playing. They were called the Moondogs, and I met them at a party. They were playing at a friend's house. And after they were done playing, they were passing the guitar around, and it came to me. And I had been taking my mom, who's sitting right over there, off camera.
Lovely lady. What a dancer, too. Oh, yeah. I know.
Back over here.
Back over here.
Anyway, I apparently she had seen an ad in the Penny Saver where you pay for so many weeks of guitar lessons and you get a free guitar. She signed me up for that, so I got my first guitar. So I learned a few chords, and when I was at that party, they were passing the guitar around, and I strummed like an Elvis song or something. And the guys in the band said, "Wow, you have a nice voice. You should come hang out with us." And I went to their house for their next band rehearsal, and they ended up becoming their singer. And they were called the Moondogs. So in 1984, that was my first band. And it was a rockabilly band.
So, and then from there, it just went on.
That band broke up after a year. Oh, actually, I got kicked out. Where are they now?
Where are they now?
And with some of my other friends, I formed a few other bands, and that led to this band a few years later in 1988. But put it together with it was made up of friends of mine that were already in other bands. That we were all like just a group of musician friends, you know.
Well, you know, you've really done well. I mean, you have a monstrous following, and people love you. Oh man! And sweetheart, that's part one. That's part one. We still have, you know, a little more. A great guy, as you could see, super human being. Yeah.
It just comes right through. Yeah.
You know, but you're gonna you can watch this show, Sabrina. Where? What's our website, sweetie?
Your website is www.mrduran.com. Don't miss it.
And on Facebook.
And he's on Facebook as well.
On the website, MrDuran.com, we have all our shows that we film here at LVTV.
LVTV.
And we also put it on Facebook. We've been doing the show for 12 years, sweetheart. 12 years. So November will be our anniversary. Give me a big, big hand, everybody, please. You know, blood, sweat, and tears really has, you know. We've had a lot of cast members that are no longer with us, but a lot of, it's a labor of love, as you will. Talking about labor of love, sweetheart, who's our camera guys here today?
We have 3 amazing camera guys here today, so I want you to make some big noise for the man behind camera 1. His name is Mike Miller.
Mike Miller!
We have another amazing man. They say that he does 10 men's jobs in one. Put your hands together one time for Mr. Ken Gitaki.
Ken Gitaki, yeah, good.
And let us not forget the most incredible, who just got a haircut, from what I understand.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Mr. Shaggy John Conroy.
Shaggy John!
He's in the house.
Wow.
Not Shaggy anymore, but you know.
Exactly.
But good looking. Yeah.
Who do we have behind over there in the control room?
Well, behind the scenes, we have your sweet, darling son, and he is amazing. Put your hands together one time for Mr. Rick Duran. He's our director. He's the director. And our executive producer, Mr. Christopher Ruby.
Yes. And you know, also I want to mention that I have my good friend Paul Reese has been taking pictures of the TV show for a few years, so to give it up for Paul Reese. Eric Sarney has been with the show since we were in East LA. Let's give it up for Eric Sarney. Woo! And my good friend Arturo El Monte, who also comes with me from East LA, pretty close to about 11 years. Give it up for Arturo El Monte.
Yes. And
Mr. Ray Garza has been with me for about 10 years. Give it up for Ray Garza.
Yeah.
And they say behind a good man is a good woman. My wife, Patricia Sandra Duran.
She is one good woman, too. She's one good woman. Oh, I love your wife. And I want to also give a shout out to Big Bang Audio.
Oh.
And that's Rick Lewis, Andrew Jacob, and Tyler Hacker.
Sure.
Yeah. Recording and rehearsal studio. That's Big Bang Audio. And let us not forget V. He runs Studio 2425.
Yeah, V, man. And you know, you can go to the studios. You want to do a CD, you know, hit these guys up, and you know, you just say Chingators to them, and they'll give you the hookup.
Is that right?
You know, and then Rick will replicate the CD for you. You know, it's all about love here. It's all about the game of love sweetheart.
It
know,
is.
the game of amor.
Ooh, I like that word. My favorite. Other than chocolate, it's my favorite word.
It's getting steamy in here. It's
Chocolate.
getting hot in here.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for
LRS Exposure!
What can
Smoking hot.
A little bit of that.
I'm telling you.
Hey, man. Wasn't that great,
It
sweetie?
was beautiful.
I get all excited. I think I just had an accident right here. Wow. Well,
I don't even know what to say.
LRS Exposure always does that to me, sweetheart, man. They always do that. They're used to it, you know. That's why I'm sitting down. I got to wear Pampers now.
And that's what you call a wet dream.
Sweetheart, you know what? Mi camarada, Big Sandy. Let's go back to part 2 with Big Sandy.
Really?
We'll be right back.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Real quick, like, how did you wind up having a good friend like Conan O'Brien, if you will?
Well, it was through. Sometimes I have to think back. How did it start? You know, like what initiated that our connection there. But I have some friends in a band called Los Straitjackets, and I think what their manager knew the person who booked the entertainment for his show. So the Los Straitjackets were already on the Conan O'Brien show, and then they, through my connection with them, they got to know me and my music. It was back, we were on a label called High Tone Records, and our publicist got in contact with Conan's booking, the entertainment director, and he had us on the show. I think the first time was in '94, the very first time, and we just kind of clicked with us. And he has a really strong passion for rockabilly music. He loves all this kind of stuff, the roots music, and he plays himself too. You know. Yes. And so he's had us back on several times. I've been on with my band, with Los Straitjackets. I think you saw that time. And, you know, hopefully we can get on to his... He has the new show now, so we're hoping to get on that as well.
So when you were with the Straitjackets, you guys did a song. How does that one go? The one you did on Conan O'Brien?
Well, we did a version of a Brenton Wood song in Spanish.
Yeah.
Which one you talk about? Dame una seña, oh mi nena, dime que me amas, all right. Dame una seña, just give me some kind of sign, Mr. Duran.
Oh my baby! Oh, Big Manny! Big Manny! Big Sandy! That was beautiful, man. You know what? You really inspire a lot of younger bands that are up and coming. I know you're on your way to Australia tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, you know, busy schedule, right? Real busy schedule.
Yeah. It sort of gets in your blood, you know. Sometimes you're gone for so many days on the road. You feel tired. You don't get enough sleep, and you're just driving overnight from one city to the other, and all these flights and dealing with stuff at the airport. And you feel like, oh man, if I could just be home. But when I'm home for too long, I get restless. I'm like, oh man, you just need to get back out again. It just sort of gets in your blood.
And if people want to visit your website, Facebook,
yeah, our website is bigsandy.net. We're on Facebook as well. Just look up Big Sandy and his Fly-Rite Boys, and it should be the first search result that comes back. And I have my own Facebook page under my real name is Robert Williams, and I have the page with that name. So yeah, that's a couple places you can find us.
Very cool. Last question: any young band, any young group that's starting out, what words of motivation could you give them, if you will?
Well, just follow your passion. You know, it was. As I told you, when I used to listen to records as a little kid, I would daydream about being on stage singing, but I never thought I could really do it. But I was lucky enough to have parents that once they figured out that it's something that I would like to do, they got behind me 100%. And I feel so lucky that I was just encouraged like that, and it gave me more confidence to just go out there and do it. You know, I had a bunch of other friends. We all had our day jobs, but we all, you know, we quit our jobs and just like, no, let's do it. And I think that it's not going to happen unless you do it. You know, if we had waited and thought like, well, we're not really making enough money, we better, you know, this. But to me, it just, you got to dive in and just just follow your dream. You know.
How many CDs
can sound, but there's truth to that. You know?
How many CDs are out there right now, and your latest one?
I'm not sure what the count is, but it's like 12 or 13 CDs, including a couple of compilations and the solo record I did with the doo-wop stuff. What was the other question?
The latest CD?
Oh, Turntable Matinee is the most recent one, most recent CD. That's on the Yep Rock label. We have a 45 that just came out that we put out ourselves. And we're just about finished with a brand new CD. So that's something to look forward to later this year. I'm not sure what it's going to be called, but...
Well, Big Sandy, thank you very much, for everything. And ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Cuban Pete's, and we just finished a gig with Rudy G. Los High Tones. They were also very good, weren't they?
They're a great band.
Young band. And your good friend Big Manny, the Big
Manny.
Manny band. He's been around a while.
Great guitar player, sweet voice, and just like a really great guy, really good person.
Yeah. So, signing off here at Cuban Pete's, and this was one of the biggest rockabilly guys around, too, Desi Arnaz. Ricky. Big Sandy and his Fly-Rite boys, man. What a sweetheart. And his mom is just the same way. She is a doll, an angel. Really good people, We're going to still try to get Big Sandy here in studio,
I hope so.
Yeah, we really...
what an incredible interview, though.
Really, I mean, what an honor it was for me to,
Right.
And just a beautiful human being.
Who doesn't love you, Richard, huh?
Oh,
Who doesn't love
baby.
Richard?
Is it like sabor a mí? Is it something like that?
Sabor a mí.
Sabor a mí.
Okay.
Or sabor a you?
No, sabor a tú.
How about sabor a them?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Introduce them, sweetheart.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for LRS Exposure!
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron, tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, como tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte, con besar. Tanta vida yo te di que por fuerzas tienes ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nadie, yo no tengo vanidad. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, y yo no sé si tengo amor, eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Mr. John Barola. love you so. I want you more than you know. Oh, when you're away, I feel the warmth of your kiss so softly on mine. To be with you, my love, Mr. Larry Simon.
No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nadie, yo no tengo calidad en mi vida. Hoy lo bueno, soy tan pobre y otra cosa puedo dar. Pasará más de 1000 años, muchos más. Yo no sé si tengo amor, la eternidad, pero ya va como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
Sabor a mí.
Beautiful, beautiful, Chiquitas. Come on, mi gente, give them another hand, man. Come on, started here, baby.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Oh, I'll tell you what, sweetheart. Why don't you go talk to them?
Can I? I would love to interview
Sabrina's
them.
gonna go up and
Okay.
talk to the band right now, right now.
All right.
Show.
Wow, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? Even
Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
Good, good. They're like family. Mwah. And Veronica, oh my goodness. Oh. What can I say? I mean, I don't need words to tell you all out there how incredible they are. So I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about them. So, Larry, please bless us with some history on LRS Exposure.
First of all, this band has way back, late 70s. Actually, one of the founding members is the guitar player, Cecil Verdugo, right here. And then later on down the road, some years after that, Oscar Sindel on the congas played in the band. And then after that, he went along with to form the Garcia Brothers, Latin Jazz.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then we have Jack Musgrove on the trumpet, John Broll on the saxophone, Mr. Rube Martinez on the keyboards. Once again, Veronica Correa on vocals.
Oh, amazing.
My wife, Becky Sayas,
Amazing.
and the funky G-man himself.
Ooh, he is
Mr.
funky.
Bernie Garcia. Yeah, we've been around for quite a years, and my name is Larry.
That's right.
You know, so yeah, we've been around for some time now, and playing the circuit and stuff like that.
Now,
so.
now, when you say playing the circuit, what does that mean? Where have you played? Have you played outside of California, just within California? What does LRS Exposure like to do the best?
Hang out,
Hang out.
relax,
You guys more than hang out.
barbecue.
No, there's no barbecuing going on up
We're
here.
basically playing the local clubs, area, in LA, Orange County, and
I think she'd like to say something.
no, go ahead. She's got a mic.
I have a microphone. Yeah, that one's for you.
I love you, Sabrina.
I love Becky.
Yeah, so we've been around.
Yeah.
But like I said, the band started back in the mid '70s, and
Yeah.
I started. I took over the band in about '93, '94, and we've been playing ever since.
Now, how can we find you? How can we book LRS Exposure?
We do have a website. It's at www.lrsaudioexposure.com.
Okay. LRSaudioexposure.com. Wow.
Yeah.
And have you done any? Have you recorded?
Well, we were in the process of recording, but were the studios that we were recording, fellow musician Fred Sanchez, also known as Moose from the group Balance, he
Yes,
passed on.
of
So
course.
unfortunately, we weren't able to finish that. But
I'm sorry for your loss. So will you continue on?
Yeah, we're gonna
I
still
think that's
playing.
something he would like.
That's basically all that we can do is keep on playing and
Entertaining and bringing joy
That's
into
it.
the lives of others. Because
Yes.
you guys do this not well. You guys do this very well. Wouldn't you agree?
Thank you.
Make some noise for us.
Thank you, thank you, and also a big shout out to Mr. Duran.
Mr.
Thank you for
Duran.
everything,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Duran.
That's
We love you,
right.
guys. We love you. Everything you do, brother.
Okay.
She keeps hitting me, Duran.
Mr. Duran, I love you too.
I love
I'm
you
glad
too,
you're feeling
Becky.
better.
Thank
She
you.
loves everybody.
Amen.
That's what it's all
Like me.
about.
That's like me, yeah. Okay. Listen, I was wondering if I could do a song with you guys. Could I do a song with you?
Yes, yes.
Would that be okay?
That'd be fun. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Becky. I've known Becky and Larry for almost 17 years. I'm a huge fan of them. And I got a chance to meet Veronica, and let me tell you, that girl can blow. She can blow. She can sing. Sing.
We go back. We
all of
also
you are
played with a
amazing.
group called Backstreet.
That's right.
That's sweet also. Huh?
That's right. Backstreet. We go way back. We go way back. So, you guys know Sweet Thing? Could I do that one with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that okay,
That's
Mr.
gonna be
Duran?
fun,
All
yes.
right. All right.
Let's go ahead and do
All
it.
right. Thank you.
Bring me that microphone over here, sweetheart. All right, we'll get through here.
Now, I've never had a chance to sing with Becky, and all the years I've always wanted to sing with Becky. I love Becky. So this, I know this is a real honor and a privilege. And now meeting Veronica and the rest of LRS Exposure. Thank you guys for allowing me to be up here.
Sylvia in the audience right
Sylvia, oh.
there. Great dancer.
Sylvia, oh, get up and dance, Sylvia. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I would love you anyway, even if you cannot say it. Think you are the one for me. Here is where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you. You're not mine, I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking back? Love me now or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, yes. Woo! But you know what? I've been thinking about this woman. I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. To love each other my whole life long, be it right or be it wrong. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound fun. Yes, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa, don't you know you're my everything? Yes, Thank you.
Come on, everybody, give it up for LRS Exposure too. Oh, man. What a treat.
It really was. Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
getting used to having a singing co-host here.
Well, get used
You're
to it.
spoiling me.
I'm moving in, Richard.
That's right. That's right. You bring all your. Ah, cabrón. What's that? Órale, ese. ¿Qué pasó, loco? Ladies and gentlemen, Pachuco from Zuchu. Come on.
It's a fantasy of every vato loco, every Pachuco in the nation of Aztlan. Let me make sure this thing is on. To be in a show like yours and to be with a ruca más firme.
Órale.
Mira nomás. How
Watch
long
the
have I
hand.
known you now?
Easy
Watch
con
the
las
hand.
manos.
Watch the hand.
I want to propose to you.
Okay.
I want to get down on my knees for this. Will you?
Okay.
Will you make me a chicken dinner?
Definitely. Will you go down the boulevard with me in my Rabla?
Oh,
Will you
I
cruise
would-
Whittier Boulevard?
I would love to, but I have to wash my hair tonight.
No problem. You know, Mr. Duran.
I was going to ask you, I said, when they stripped you down to your calzones, remember the sailors? When they stripped you down to your chonies?
Yes, definitely. That was back in the 40s.
Yeah, pero you came out with chingators on.
Siempre.
Órale.
Así es,
You had like a
homie.
little towel wrapped up real funny around the,
That's because I don't wet myself like you do.
Ándale.
Salud.
There's your pimp cup.
Turn around, smile at the camera, Pachucón.
Órale.
So what's your línea? ¿Qué era tu línea?
My línea
The línea that I taught you,
to
sir.
come over
Acuérdate.
here is the fantasy of every vato.
You know?
Okay, I'm going to have to help and see. Well, it is the fantasy of every vato in and out of the Pachucara to wear the zoot suit.
That's it.
The myth. Más Pachuco que la chichihuanga!
And that sounded like Eddie Almost.
Almost.
It sounded like Eddie Almost.
Órale, ese. Guate guacho, ese.
Ándale, Tacho.
Little Gator.
Hasta luego, Tacho,
luego.
Tacho.
Agárrate, no te caigas. Hey, you know what? Hey, this Pachuco looks like this baby here, no? Does it? Get a close up on this
Well,
baby right
he
here.
did grow into
Yeah.
his teeth. He did grow into his
Doesn't it
teeth.
look like this baby right there?
They look like
Yeah.
they fit him now. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what. But it's all right, sweetheart. Everything's going to be all right.
Everything is all right. Always
It's
all right.
always all right.
That's what I believe.
LRS Exposure. How you doing? I said LRS Exposure. How you doing?
How you doing?
Órale! Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Give it up for
LRS Exposure!
Featuring Mr. Larry Zayas on the drums and the lead vocals.
Goodbye, girl. You're paying now. So bye bye. You hurt me once. You hurt me twice. Oh, but baby, that don't cut no ice. Oh, pretty baby. Oh, pretty baby. Oh, pretty baby. All right, y'all. Oh, pretty baby.
Beautiful. It's a ride, mijita.
It's a wrap.
It's a ride, man.
All right.
You know what? Again, LVTV. Let's give it up for LVTV. Come on.
TV. Woo. Laverne University, too.
And it's a great university right here.
It's a great university.
You could come get educated, get
Yes.
your degree, your master's, your doctorate. You know what? You want to get educated. You don't want to be a burro because you wind up doing a cable show or dressing up like a pachuco. You know.
What's
you
wrong
wanna
with that?
Yeah, well, we don't get paid for it.
You're right. You're right.
You know what, mijita? Give it up for Sabrina, everybody. Oh, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you
What
so
an-
much.
What an honor. What an
Will
honor
you
to
come
be
back?
here. Please, I would love
Please.
to. What an honor to be here with you. What an honor to be here with LRS.
You have another dress like that?
Exposure. I got a lot of dresses like this.
Okay, the
yeah.
contract considered signed.
Okay, sure.
Okay. You know, when I was a chavalon, back in Kennedy Hall,
Yeah.
I got the privilege to see Malo over there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, back in 1970 for $1.50. Okay.
When you were malo.
Well, I was malo de la cabeza, like the shooter. But you know what? They play these two favorite songs that I love. Suavecito, Nena. Will you be my nena for today?
I'll be your nana for today.
Ciao, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, LRS, we love you. God bless you. Take it away, LRS Exposure.
Thank you. Shout out to Anita and Lencho, my babies.
I wanna dance with you, the Bugatti.